The top 8 frustrating romance anime where girl rejects boy. Number 8, Amigami SS. Based on the hugely successful Japanese dating game of the same name, Amigami SS is full of love rejections, almost relying on them. The protagonist of the story is Junichi Tachibana, an ordinary high schooler who tries hard to find his soulmate. Due to a bad experience, Junichi feels particularly uncomfortable during the Christmas season, so it is at Christmas time that he will have to play his last chance to impress the beautiful Haruka Morishima or one of his classmates. Each mini-story arc will then be dedicated to one of the girls, thus going to simulate the different routes of the original game. Too bad, of course, they won't go as planned. Number 7, Domestic Girlfriend. Natsuo, the main character, ends up consummating his first sexual intercourse with Rue, a girl he met that same day after school. The girl decides to reject him completely after that, saying she is only interested in the carnal act, not wanting a relationship. Afterward, the boy feels guilty for losing his virginity to a girl he does not particularly like, plus he feels as if he has betrayed his crush on his high school teacher, Hina. A strange triangle then arises that will lead to Natsuo, Rue, and Hina becoming part of the same family. A seemingly intricate plot, with many twists and turns, and a more mature and explicit outlook than the usual romance. Number 6, Naruto. No long introduction is needed for Naruto, one of the iconic Shonen Jump Big 3 and one of the most important anime ever. The events narrated are those of budding ninja Naruto Uzumaki, who carries the burden of being the vessel of the nine-tailed fox, which destroyed the village years earlier. His dream is to become Hokage, leader of the village, and be respected by all. Naruto was as much of a troublemaker as he was a ladies' man, which is why he persistently hit on Sakura at the beginning of the series as soon as he met her. You can imagine what was the outcome. Number 5, Slam Dunk. Slam Dunk is focused on the small but competitive world of high school basketball. The main character Hanamichi Sakuragi is a young brawler who enrolls in the first year of Shihoku High School in Kanagawa Prefecture. He is a walking cliché, every girl rejects him, his grades in school are not great, and for these reasons, his friends tease him. However, things soon change for Hanamasai when he meets Haruko Akagi, a high school girl who is passionate about basketball. The girl convinces Hanamasai to join the basketball team as she is impressed by his height and muscular physique. And Hanamichi, in love with Haruko, will agree to join the club just so he can impress and win her over. We specify this, but it is obvious, Slam Dunk is not to be watched for the romance. You should give it a chance for its breathtaking matches, the exponential growth of the characters, and the relationships between them. Number 4, Haichiro. After being rejected, I shaved and took in a high school runaway. Already from the title, which is very explanatory, we can understand the highly demented nature of this anime. On his way home, after going drinking to forget about being dumped by the girl he has loved for 5 years, Yoshida sees a high school girl sitting on the ground. The student is willing to give up her body to him in exchange for a place to sleep, but Yoshida refuses her offer but decides to take her in anyway. Thus begins the affairs and cohabitation of Sayu, a runaway girl, and Yoshida, a 26-year-old employee. A recently released out-of-the-box romance that can be seen as a real breath of fresh air. Number 3, Massimonkuns Revenge. When he was little, Masamune was a chubby boy and he was in love with a girl called Aki Atagaki. But she used to reject and bully him at the time, calling him Piggy. This took a toll on young Masamune, who decided to act and get revenge on the girl. He planned to lose weight and seduce the girl to have the possibility to reject her back and break her heart. This backfires spectacularly as the boy ends up falling in love with Aki again. Turns out that she liked him even back then but was unable to properly express her feelings. This is a romance anime where enemies become lovers in a good scholastic setting, with mild psychological elements. Number 2, Inuyasha. How could we not mention Inuyasha, the adventure shonen featuring the eponymous half-demon dog as its protagonist, perfect for a light-hearted viewing yet very catchy. The story stars Kagome, a young girl who, as a result of an accident, will fall down a well and be catapulted into Sengoku-era Japan. Here she will be reborn as the reincarnation of the priestess Kikyo, to protect the sphere of the four winds with the help of Inuyasha himself. Inuyasha, before falling into his sleep, was madly in love with the previous incarnation of the priestess Kikyo. Because of this, he will also hit on Kagome, who will reject him multiple times. Number 1, Just Because. It is the winter of the third year of the high school Mio Natsuma attends. We are nearing the end of the second semester, and the students are just waiting for graduation time. But all of a sudden Ida Izumi, a boy who because of his father's job is forced to move all the time, who had left town in his junior high school days for the same reason, returns. His return will shake many but Mio first and foremost, given the romance between the two in middle school days, which ended in a hasty rejection by the girl, unable to express her feelings. But it's never too late, and even old flames can be rekindled. If you want to know how it will end, watch Just Because, a good romance anime that will thrill you.